It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This famous line marks the beginning of Charles Dickens' famous novel, A Tale of Two Cities. But this degree of comparison was not original with Dickens, for Jesus perfected lessons of extreme dissimilarity. Perhaps none of Jesus' teachings are more illustrative than that of the unnamed rich man and his poor opposite Lazarus that we read of in Luke chapter 16. The lives of these two men are so starkly contrasted that it's almost surprising that their existence after death could be even more different. This rich man was not simply rich. He lived a very opulent lifestyle. He showed out with his clothing and he feasted splendidly every day, as we read in Luke 16:19. Now, having means is not inherently sinful. We read of men such as Abraham, Job, and Solomon who were all extremely wealthy. However, it becomes clear that it was the misuse of his means which was the issue in this case. But then we have a poor man, a beggar, by the name of Lazarus, which coincidentally means God has helped. He was a poor man who was covered in sores, and he was laid at the rich man's gate every day. Now, the passive form of the Greek term for throw may give more color to this situation, for it seems that Lazarus was one of the many who were suffering from infirmities. His health may very well have contributed to his poverty in that he was not able to work. He did not walk and set himself up at the gate, but was placed there. Now, while the rich man feasted each day, Lazarus longed for just the crumbs that fell from his table. And day by day, Lazarus waited. And each time this rich man left his home, he passed by the diseased and debilitated man, hearing his pleas for just a morsel or two of food. But soon their positions would drastically change. For while Lazarus may have been laid at the rich man's gate in death, he was carried by the angels of God to Abraham's bosom. Lazarus may have been tormented by hunger and disease in this life, but now, as we read in Luke 23 and verse 43, he is in paradise. He is there awaiting the day that he will be granted entrance into the kingdom of heaven. But we also read about the rich man who also came to the point where he passed away, and instead of being transported by the angels into a place of comfort, he finds himself in torment in the unseen realm of Hades. He pleads with Abraham for physical relief from the pain, but he's rebuffed. First, the justice of his situation is recalled. Second, the practical realities of his situation are explained. Being rich does not make one automatically wicked, and neither does being poor make one necessarily righteous. It's clear that Jesus means for us to see the rich man as one who trusted in his riches, and Lazarus as a righteous, poor man. Even if God's justice were not an issue, practically there can be no change to the situation. There is a great chasm that is there, which is forever impassable, Luke 16:26. We cannot pay for our sin, earn our freedom, or otherwise be released from this prison. But the second request from the rich man is that Lazarus would go back from the dead and would speak to his brothers. Now, his request should send a shock through all of us, for we find that residents of this permanent place of anguish, they desire no neighbors. Misery does not love company in this place. These anguished spirits of many are pleading that those who know Jesus call out to their loved ones with a message of repentance. Friends, the rich man was rich only in this life, for Lazarus was a rich man in death. So we need to ensure that we spend our lives in the pursuit of justice and mercy and faithfulness, so that when our bodies return to the ground and our spirits are sent back to the Father who gave it, that our spirits will be transported by the angels to a place of joy and peace and tranquility. It will be a far, far better place than we've ever known. Friends, we thank you for joining us for our program today, and have a blessed day.